Hi, everyone. Welcome to English with Amira and Khuram. Today, we're diving into powerful speaking techniques.
Absolutely. If you want to speak with confidence and impact, you're in the right place.
We'll explore voice modulation, body language, storytelling, pauses, and so much more. Ready, Khuram?
Ready. And of course, we'll keep it fun and easy to follow. Let's get started.
Voice modulation. Importance of tone and pitch. Voice modulation is all about varying your tone and pitch. It keeps your listeners engaged and emphasizes key points.
Exactly. A flat, monotonous voice can make even the most exciting topic sound dull.
Think about great speakers. They use highs and lows to create impact. It's like music.
Right. It's not just about words, it's about how you say them.
Exercises for voice modulation. One great exercise is to read poetry out loud. Poems naturally have rhythm and emotion.
Nice. Also, try recording yourself reading a dialogue with different emotions. Listen back and notice the changes.
Another tip: use tongue twisters. They improve your diction and help you play with speed and pitch. Let's try one. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Ha ha. That's a classic. Listeners, practice this daily to gain better control over your voice.
Practical applications and examples. In public speaking, use a lower pitch for serious points and a higher pitch for excitement.
Yes. And slowing down at key moments builds anticipation. Like this. And the winner is you.
Perfect example. Also, watch motivational speakers. They masterfully use modulation to inspire.
Absolutely. Tony Robbins, for instance, varies his tone to keep the energy high.
Perfect example. Also, watch motivational speakers. They masterfully use modulation to inspire.
Great advice, Amira. All right, ready for the next technique?
Listeners, watch TED Talks and observe the speakers' voices. You'll learn a lot just by noticing how they use modulation.
Right. No one likes a monotonous speaker. It's like listening to a robot.
Let's start with voice modulation, changing your pitch and tone to keep your audience engaged.
One effective way is to read out loud with exaggerated emotions. It helps you get comfortable playing with your voice.
Exactly. The key is to vary your tone to emphasize important points. How can we practice this, Khuram?
One effective way is to read out loud with exaggerated emotions. It helps you get comfortable playing with your voice.
Like reading a story to a kid. Shall we try a quick demo?
Let's do it. Here's a line. I can't believe it. You did it? Now, say it in 3 different emotions: surprise, anger, and joy.
All right. Here goes. Surprised, I can't believe it. You did it. Angry, I can't believe it. You did it. Joyful, I can't believe it. You did it.
Fantastic. Notice how the meaning changes just by changing the tone. That's the power of voice modulation.
Awesome. Listeners, try this at home. Pick a sentence and say it in different ways. Record yourself to see the difference.
Brilliant idea. Practicing this builds vocal variety and keeps your audience hooked.
Confident body language. Posture and gestures. Body language speaks louder than word. Standing tall with shoulders back shows confidence.
Exactly. And using open gestures, like spreading your hands apart, makes you look approachable.
But remember, don't overdo it. You don't want to look like you're conducting an orchestra.
Ha ha, true. Keep it natural and purposeful. A simple hand movement can emphasize a point beautifully.
Facial expressions and eye contact. A genuine smile can build instant connection. It makes you look confident and friendly.
Yes. And maintaining eye contact shows you're engaged and trustworthy.
If you're nervous, here's a trick. Look at people's eyebrows or noses. It feels like eye contact but isn't as intense.
That's a clever tip. And don't forget to match your facial expressions with your words. No one likes a serious face while talking about something funny.
Practicing confidence in different situations. Practice makes perfect. Record yourself while speaking and observe your body language.
Or practice in front of a mirror. It's awkward at first, but super effective.
Also, try power poses before speaking, like the Superman stance. It boosts confidence.
Ha ha. Hands on hips, chest out. It actually works. It's all about the mindset.
Storytelling techniques. Why stories matter in communication. Stories are powerful. People remember stories more than facts. They create emotional connections.
Exactly. It's how we relate to each other. Even in business presentations, stories make ideas memorable.
Think about it. Would you remember a list of statistics or a heartfelt story?
The story, of course. It sticks with you. That's why great speakers always include stories.
Structuring a compelling story. Every great story has a beginning, middle, and end. Set the scene, build tension, and finish with a resolution.
Absolutely. And keep it relevant to your message. Don't tell random stories just for the sake of it.
Use vivid imagery to paint a picture in the listener's mind. Make them feel like they are there with you. Effective pauses.
Yes. And add emotions, excitement, sadness, joy. Emotions make stories unforgettable.
Power of silence in speaking. Pauses are powerful. A moment of silence can make your words more impactful.
Absolutely. It gives the audience time to absorb your message. Silence speaks volumes.
But it's tricky. If used wrong, it can seem like you forgot your lines.
True. The key is to use it with purpose, like before revealing important information.
Timing your pauses for impact. A dramatic pause right before the punchline or key point builds anticipation.
Exactly. It keeps listeners on the edge of their seats.
And after asking a question, pausing shows that you want the audience to think.
That's clever. It invites engagement and makes your speech interactive.
Exercises to master pausing. Practice with a timer. Speak for a minute, including intentional pauses. It helps you get comfortable with silence.
Great idea. Also, record yourself to see if the pauses feel natural.
Another exercise: read a speech script and mark spots for pauses. Then practice delivering it.
Brilliant. It's like placing commas and periods in spoken language.
Building persuasion and influence. Crafting persuasive messages. Persuasion is about connecting with your audience's needs and desires.
Right. It's not about manipulating, but guiding them to see your point of view.
Start by using words like imagine to help listeners visualize your message.
Yes. Imagine a world where it instantly pulls people in.
Using analogies and metaphors. Analogies simplify complex ideas. For example, the brain is like a computer.
Exactly. It makes abstract concepts relatable and memorable.
Metaphors are great, too. They paint vivid pictures. Like, he has a heart of stone.
Powerful. It conveys emotion and meaning beyond literal words.
Emotional appeal and logic. People make decisions based on emotions, then justify them with logic. Use this to your advantage.
That's so true. Start with a personal story to trigger emotions, then follow up with facts.
Combine emotional appeal with logical arguments. It's a winning formula for persuasion.
Exactly. And always back your point with credible evidence.
Overcoming speaking anxiety. Identifying and addressing fear. Speaking anxiety is common. Even experienced speakers get nervous.
Absolutely. But the first step is recognizing what triggers the fear.
Is it the fear of judgment? Or forgetting lines? Once you identify it, you can work on it.
Exactly. And remember, it's okay to feel nervous. It means you care about your message.
Techniques to build confidence. Deep breathing helps calm nerves. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4.
That's the box breathing technique. It lowers stress and clears your mind.
Positive visualization is powerful too. Imagine yourself speaking confidently and receiving applause.
Nice. It trains your brain for success. It's like rehearsing the outcome you want.
Practicing in safe environments. Start small. Practice in front of trusted friends or family. It's less intimidating. Also, join public speaking groups like Toastmasters. It's a supportive space to learn and grow.
Great tip. And use video calls to get used to virtual speaking. It's a different ball game. I love that. You get constructive feedback and build confidence with each speech.
Q&A and common challenges. Addressing listener questions. Before we wrap up, let's answer some common questions about speaking techniques.
Great idea. Many people struggle with maintaining eye contact. Any tips?
Yes. If direct eye contact feels intimidating, try looking at the bridge of the listener's nose. It feels like eye contact but isn't as intense.
Clever. Also, practice by looking at different people for a few seconds each. It keeps you connected without staring.
Another question we get is about dealing with a dry throat while speaking.
Staying hydrated is key. Sip water before speaking. Avoid caffeine, as it dries out your throat.
And if it happens mid-speech, don't panic. Just pause, take a sip, and continue confidently.
Exactly. A well-timed pause can even add emphasis.
Overcoming specific challenges. What about people who speak too fast when they're nervous?
Great point. Practice speaking slowly with a metronome. It helps control your pace.
Also, record yourself and play it back. It builds awareness of your speed.
That's effective. And remember, pauses aren't just for emphasis, they help you slow down too.
Another challenge is forgetting lines. Any advice on that?
Yes. Practice the chunking method. Break your speech into smaller sections. It's easier to remember.
Brilliant. And don't be afraid to glance at notes. It's better to check than to freeze.
True. It keeps you on track without losing confidence.
Encouragement for continued growth. Remember, even the best speakers once struggled. It's all about continuous learning.
Absolutely. Each speech is an opportunity to grow and get better.
Join speaking clubs, attend workshops, and keep practicing these techniques.
And don't forget to watch and learn from great speakers. Observe their style and adapt what resonates with you.
Speaking confidently is a journey, not a destination. Keep going, and you'll inspire others.
Couldn't agree more. And we're here cheering you on every step of the way.
Real-life applications and success stories. Applying techniques in different scenarios. Let's talk about where to use these powerful speaking techniques.
Great idea. These skills are useful not just on stage, but in everyday life too.
Exactly. In job interviews, for example, storytelling can make your experiences more memorable.
And voice modulation helps you sound enthusiastic and confident.
In meetings, effective pauses show that you're thoughtful and confident in your ideas.
Right. And a strong body language posture shows leadership.
Even in social situations, mastering these techniques can help you connect better with people.
Absolutely. Good communication isn't just about words, it's about leaving an impact.
Success stories from famous speakers. Let's look at some success stories. Did you know that Warren Buffett once had terrible stage fright?
No way. And now he's one of the most influential speakers in the business world.
Yes. He overcame his fear by taking a public speaking course. He even says it's his most valuable degree.
That's inspiring. It shows that confidence is learned, not inherited.
Another great example is Oprah Winfrey. She uses storytelling and emotional appeal masterfully.
She connects with her audience on a deep level. That's the power of authenticity and emotion.
And don't forget Steve Jobs, a master of pauses and simplicity in communication.
His presentations were legendary. He knew how to build anticipation with dramatic pauses.
These speakers weren't born great. They practiced and mastered these techniques.
Exactly. If they can do it, so can you, listeners. Keep practicing and keep growing.
Summary of key techniques. Wow, we covered a lot today, from voice modulation to powerful body language.
To storytelling, effective pauses, persuasion, and overcoming anxiety.
All these techniques make you a more impactful and confident speaker.
Exactly. And the best part? They are practical and easy to implement with practice.
Remember, listeners, speaking is a skill. The more you practice, the better you get.
Yes. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and most importantly, have fun with it.
encouragement and next steps. And that's a wrap on today's episode of English with Amira and Khuram.
We hope you feel inspired and ready to practice these powerful speaking techniques.
Remember, effective communication is about connecting, not just speaking.
Absolutely. And with these tools, you'll not only speak confidently but also leave a lasting impression.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, have fun with it.
Yes. And don't forget to share your progress with us. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep speaking with power and confidence.
Bye for now, and happy speaking.